Hey family, saints of the Most High. It is now a little after midnight, so it's technically now July 12th, 2019, but I've been trying to get on to tell y'all this since 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven! Yeah, that's where I've been eating. Good. This is especially for area code 504, New Orleans. I put out a video yesterday about it, and I got a lot of slack from it. But I'm a messenger. The Lord is using me as a messenger. Some people have called me a watchman, prophet, whatever. I don't call myself anything except what Father told me, that I'm a messenger. So I can't be a people pleaser. I have to please the Most High. So I have to come back on and say some more bad news. Bad news. But it's actually good news, because we're going to be going home soon, saints. And I pray that all the people that are led to my channel get saved. They come to know Jesus. He is real. We are in the final hour. This is the final countdown. The great shaking has begun. Okay, I'm going to try to just stick to one subject, and then I'll come back on, maybe not till tomorrow, because it takes 12 hours to upload one 10-minute video, and I'm not even kidding, in Mouse Motel. But I'll try to come back on tomorrow afternoon, maybe, if this uploads by the end of the day, and tell y'all some other revelation. This would be specifically for the angels. But anyway, I have been being shown revelation about the great shaking has begun. I started getting revelation about this last year. I didn't know when. I didn't never have time or never had internet access to go on and look up my old videos, but y'all can look them up for yourself. It's under this channel, Jubileena Redeemed. The first one I had was, it was November 5th of 2018. I was living in New Orleans, and the title is called Number 2, meaning this was the second part to my video. Cataclysmic event. There's that word that the Lord gave me in my dream the other day. TIs, meaning targeted individuals, if you're new to my channel, which I'm a target. All of God's elect are targeted individuals. So is Jesus and all the disciples. We're in great company, y'all. But anyway, targeted says, Number 2, cataclysmic event. TIs are God's search and rescue, and a visit from Archangel Uriel. I've only had angels visit me maybe 4 or 5 times ever in my whole, I'm only 19 now, but my whole life. And this one actually gave me the name. His name was Uriel. And then the next day I had another visit, and it was from Archangel Gabriel. But Uriel's the one that gave me this message about the cataclysmic event. We're going to be God's search and rescue, you angels on this channel, and that there's going to be a shaking. That was November 5th of 2018. Then January 11th. Oh, how funny. It's either January 11th or January 1st. I can't even read my own scribble. Pretty sure it's January 11th, which is funny because that would be 111, which is a sign from the Father. 2019, so this, the beginning of this year. The title of this was called The Pole Shift, Saints About to Fly. Persecuted, targeted individuals are set apart by the Most High. All right? Just go into my old videos and y'all can find all these. That was the second one, with the pole shift, the great shaking, the tectonic plates, which are about to break, y'all. That's why I'm coming on. The third one was titled, The Great Shaking is On. The Signs in the Sun, Moon, and Stars on Holy Week. And that was on April 17th of this year. Then the next one was May 31st of 2019. New Madrid about to shake and break. Red alert, Saints TIs. And then the other one was just a few days ago, July 8th, 2019. Tectonic plates, whole lot of shaking going on. Final countdown, Saints. And if you all notice, it started 7 months ago. And over the last few weeks, it's been gradually ramping up, where I'm getting these downloads from the Father in dreams about this, which is the way the Lord talks to me. He'll give me signs, and then he lets me hear songs, and I get dreams that have come to pass. I dreamt of Katrina. I got out of Katrina 5 days before it was even a hurricane. It was a tropical storm. I was told to stay in place during Hurricane Irma. Lived in Key West. Yeah, I've lived in a lot of hurricane zones, but the Lord had me there. He sent me there, and I know now that's why I was guided there. And he told me on that one to stay close to him, and he would protect me. We were going to take a direct hit in Key West, back in during Irma, which was it was September 10th of 2018, and the Lord told me to stay there. Only 5% of the people stayed, and I was one. It took great faith, because they said if we remained, Sister Jeannie Hardesty, you remember this, because I was talking to her. If we remained on the island, Key West, that write our number and social down in marker, because that's how they would identify us. And I knew I heard from Father, and I stayed. And it would have been way worse had I gone to the mainland, Miami, because the hotels were booked. They were locking people in the airport because there was no flights out. There's no buses. I don't drive. No gas. People were beating each other up for plywood. And, drum roll please, since there's no way out and there was no hotels, people were stuck in their cars. But the good old coppers were arresting people for breaking curfew. Yeah, and the Lord protected me. I'm also one of the only houses in Key West that happened to be concrete. It's mostly all old, like New Orleans style houses, which I love those houses, but it was to protect me, and I was able to have a couple other people come over that have remained, and they were protected, and all we got was like trees uprooted, and like the upstairs bathroom, because I was renting a room, so it wasn't my house. There was other people that lived there. They all evacuated them, left me. Bye-bye, Lena. Ha, 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 ha. They thought I was dumb for staying there because they didn't believe in Father, but I knew. And then they called before the power went out, y'all, and said they wish they would have listened to me. But it's not me. I'm just the messenger. I'm telling you what Father's telling me. So I'm telling you these things so you'll know this isn't just a one-time deal for me. This has been my whole life. I was warned about 9/11. However, I couldn't put that together because all I kept seeing was the Statue of Liberty. And I was new to deciphering dreams. And that was 20 years ago, 25 years. Anyway, now I hear loud and clear from Father, and I know exactly when he's telling me to get out. So I was living back in New Orleans just till a little over 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, and the Lord told me, he kept putting pressure on me for about a week to get out. I needed to get out. And I'm like, I don't have anywhere to go. I have no car. How am I going to get out? Get out, get out, get out. You need to get out. I had nowhere to go. I didn't know where to go. And I prayed to the Lord, and he directed my path out of New Orleans. Kid you not. There was a lot of satanic attacks going on there, as there always have been for me, because I am a believer, and the enemy recognizes our gifts. If you're an angel unaware, and you're aware like me, then you know that Satan also knows us. So he's tried to wipe us out since birth. But we're still standing better than we ever were. Okay, so I'm going to try to not make this funny, which is hard for me because I want to be humorous, but this isn't funny. But we are going to go home soon, y'all that are on my channel that know what I'm talking about. This is specifically for people, if my channel happens to get through the cracks because they block me from mainstream, they also will not let me get above 1,000, I think it's 1,580 or something like that, subscribers. Every time it goes past that, it goes back down, goes back down, goes back down. But I keep being notified, but I'm like, okay, who cares? I know the people that are meant to see this, Father will bring to this channel. So if you're in area code 504, you need to get out, all right? I watched only 1 or 2 videos today. I don't know what's going on in New Orleans. I know that they're flooding though, and I was told this a few weeks ago. I warned people in the house of the room that I was renting lastly before I left that God was about to wipe out New Orleans. Of course, they just laugh. Loony Lena, right? So I'm safely in another place, in another area. The Lord actually told me to get out of Louisiana, period. 2.5 weeks before this has gone down. I put the message out about warning for New Orleans. think it was, well, yesterday I put it out, but July 8th, I titled this, check this out if you don't believe me. This is before New Orleans was even going to be flooded. Nobody had even said anything about this. But the Lord spoke to me and told me New Orleans is going to be underwater. And it's titled, Tectonic Plates, Whole Lot of Shaking Going On. Final countdown, saints. Okay? That was July 8th. Go to the 20:47 mark, 20 minutes and 47 seconds, and you'll hear me say New Orleans, right? It wasn't titled New Orleans, but I had a red flag from the Lord, run for your lives. I lived in New Orleans. I know the streets where I currently was just living in Uptown, they didn't flood during Katrina. Now, I didn't live there then. My place got flooded. I've lived in the Marigny, it's flooding. The French Quarter, it's flooding. These places did not flood during Katrina. They're already flooding, and the storm hasn't even hit. Y'all think that because you went through Katrina, you're going to be fine there. This is just a little storm. This is bigger than that. The government, the satanic government that has been lying to us and spraying us with the chemtrails for years and years, poisoning our food, Monsanto, hello, GMO food, and poisoning our water with fluoride, lovely fluoride. Yeah, didn't it do great for my teeth? What a joke. But anyway, no, my teeth have been attacked since most targets have problems with their teeth because they radiate us. That's what those pinpricks are, I think. But anyway, see, I got off track. The New Madrid fault line is about to break. They know this, y'all. They're keeping it from you. New Orleans people along the New Madrid fault line, this is especially for you. So I woke up the other day to the New Madrid fault line is about to break. And I went online, and the video I made was on, July 8th, tectonic plates, whole lot of shaking going on. Look that up. I talk about another YouTube channel called Yeshua's Servant. She hadn't been online in 7 months, which I just noticed is funny enough because I started to get the warnings 7 months ago. That's hilarious. But I've had several warnings since then while she hasn't been on, or we probably would have coincided with each other. I've had 5 other ones that I've come on, and which I just gave y'all those titles. And she had almost identical premonitions that they're going to break, they're going to shift. I believe there's going to be a pole shift, and her name happens to be Polly, and the Lord gave me that revelation. You can see it live as I was revealed that on July 8th. She also was shown the domino effect as I was, that when one happens, the next will happen. There's going to be multiple cities affected with this. So I woke up this morning with this map I got to a vision of this map, and I drew it as best I could. The big fat line here goes around. I saw that was an outline outlining all of Louisiana down to the end. Then it branched out through Arkansas and I don't even know the next state, Missouri. And it went down and it bottomed out down at the end of Louisiana. It went down to the end here. And then it curved around to the other side and went around Mississippi and Tennessee. And I looked it up, and sure enough, it's not identical, but it's pretty close to the New Madrid fault line. Now here's some more stuff. So I made a video about this as well, which is on one of those videos, warning people. I want to say it was the one May 31st, but I'm not sure. Oh boy, this is just overwhelming. Our lovely government, along with FEMA, and there's banging on the wall right now. I know this is important. The U.S. Northern Command, state and local government, and a private sector utilized a mega quake scenario. I'm reading this part down because I don't have it memorized. I went on to their website, FEMA's website. This is what it said. They are utilizing a mega quake scenario of a 7.7 quake. Yeah. What did California have the other day? Throughout the new Madrid fault line zone near Memphis. And I found that funny. What do I keep saying? Oh, I'm all shook up. There's a whole lot of shaking going on. That just came to me. Elvis has been singing through me. No, I'm not a channeler. But anyway, but it's funny that these songs are how the Lord tries to show me stuff. Starts in Memphis. Elvis is from Memphis. Shazam! Anyway, the purpose is to evaluate community response to no-notice quakes, identify gaps in resources and recovery strategies. Okay? As soon as I finished reading that, the air conditioner in my little hotel, my lovely motel, I put some flowers here to make it a little more non-depressing, and I'm sitting on the floor so y'all don't have to see the ugly scenery on that side. But as soon as I said that, the air conditioner is supposed to stay on. It's 107 here. 107. Yeah, 107. What? Anyway, and the people next door through the paper-thin walls, I never heard the TV the whole time because the air conditioner was on. As soon as I read that, I was like, that's it. That's part of it. The air conditioner went off, and I wrote it down. Oh, I know what it was. You play with fire, you're going to get burned. That was on their TV. That's not a coincidence. The Lord wanted me to hear that. Because there's going to be fires. There's going to be earthquakes in diverse places. This is a sign in Revelation. I want to say it's Revelation 12. Earthquakes in diverse places, meaning different places where they never had them. There's going to be floods. There's going to be famine. There's going to be pestilence. What is pestilence, you ask? Pestilence is different diseases. We're already hearing about the, what do you call it? The flesh-eating bacteria. All kinds of crazy plagues like the locust in Israel and I think India or somewhere. Volcanoes which are erupting. All this is the beginning of sorrows, and we're already seeing it. And it says in the Bible that these will start to increase more and more frequently and bigger, and that's what we're seeing, and that's what's about to break, this new Madrid fault line. Okay, so it is going to affect, let's see, parts of Texas, Alabama, since Jeannie, I believe all Louisiana, part of Arkansas, Missouri, Mississippi, and a little bit of Florida could even get it. All right? And then other people will feel it all the way. This is also part of it. Also, if you're in the floodwater, I've actually been through 3 floods. One, I was 12 years old in Texas. We got 6 feet of water inside of our house. At that time, I was a little kid. I was 12. So, and there's a 12 again. I keep being shown 12. So, you know, nobody believed me. Nobody listened to me. But I remember thinking something was wrong. And we spent the night, me and my family, on the top of our kitchen cabinet till the floodwater rose up. Then we had to swim across the neighbor's lawn where my dad knew that they had an attic with a floor on it. And they rescued people who busted out of the roof with rescue boats when I was 12. I know what I'm talking about, y'all. And the floodwaters were not contaminated then. I remember when we were swimming, me and my brother, my dad said, kids, look ahead. And I was a really good swimmer, always have been. I've been a mermaid all my life, lived aboard a boat named Amazing Grace that the Lord gave me. It already came with that name. That's just some of my crazy stories that I know Father is with me and he's working through me. But I learned to swim when I was 8. I think I was 8 months old or something. I surfed, I did all that stuff. And so it was odd that my dad would say, stay close to me, kids, because there was no current or anything. We're going through the backyard, and it was a creek that had flooded. And I've come to find out there was a gator that was swimming by, and my dad didn't want us to panic. So anyway, that makes 3. 3 for me. But back then, they didn't have toxic water. The beaches in Mississippi and several other of the Gulf Coast, there will be a ghost cove. That's funny, a ghost coast. Not a Gulf Coast, a Ghost Cove, because it's not going to be here. It's going to be like Atlantis. And no, I'm not happy about it. I love Galveston. I love all of Florida. I love, of course, Louisiana has my heart. I love my heart in New Orleans. Walking away from New Orleans. Walking away from New Orleans. You in New Orleans watching this, you need to get out right now. This is not like Katrina. The government has done something, and and that's something else. There's 8 pipelines that run through these same cities, the 8 cities I mentioned. 8 pipelines that go through there, and guess where 6 of the 8 end? Just take a guess. You want to guess? Louisiana. And most are positioned down at the end. I believe when New Madrid fault line breaks and starts, it starts in New Madrid. It's called a town, and I think it's in New Madrid. New Madrid, I'm terrible with my states. Missouri. Forgive me if I say the wrong state. I'm pretty sure it's New Madrid, Missouri, but it's New Madrid. That's where it starts, and then it trickles down and goes around Arkansas, Mississippi, goes to Tennessee, and then dumps into New Orleans. All of Louisiana is going to be flushed out. This is toxic water. Do not touch it. You don't want to be there, y'all. You don't want to go through this. Get out now. I'm not trying to put fear into you. I am called to be a messenger. All right, so I had this dream this morning. I woke up with this exact map. Maybe not exact, but pretty close. And this big, thick line was like made known to me in the dream to pay attention to that. And that's Louisiana there. That's Arkansas. That's Missouri. What is that? Tennessee. Well, y'all know the states probably better than I do. But anyway, I skipped that subject. Oh, snap. Anyway, I never liked school. I thought it was the biggest joke. Anyway, I was always in trouble for my mouth. Shut up! Anyway, so we got the pipelines going through there, and then we have the, whatever I just said, Shaken Fury happened through there, and then the tectonic plate dreams that I've been having. Now I'm going to tell y'all, since I haven't run out of time, y'all need to type in FEMA.gov//Shaken Fury, and you'll see that they really did this. This is about to wipe out Louisiana. The coast of Florida, I've been shown, is probably going to be gone. We know California is going to be dropping into the sea. Don't have any fear. If you haven't accepted Jesus, though, I would do so immediately. He will either call us out, or he will guide us to our safety place. But you who are regulators for the Most High, we will be supernaturally protected, so have no fear. Prayers to Sis Archangel Christine I'm trying to rush. Archangel Warrior Pristine. You're pristine, Christine. Pence, all right? Prayers for you. I know you're in Cali. A couple other of my subscribers, prayers to you. Father's going to supernaturally protect you or guide you to your safety place. I will read this until it cuts my ace off, all right? This is a little bit about the New Madrid seismic zone, also known as the fault line, meaning it's a fault between the Earth's crust, all right? The plates in the Earth crust, which cause earthquakes. You can type in New Madrid fault line, and you can read it yourself whenever they finally cut me off. So, here we go. It's a major seismic zone, prolific source, I can't read my own writing, in plates and earthquakes, a tectonic plate, in southern and western U.S., stretching into the southwest from New Madrid, Missouri. It is Missouri. It was the cause of the 1811 and 12 New Madrid earthquake. It was the largest earthquake recorded. Its potential to produce large earthquakes in the infrastructure potentially threaten parts of 8 states: Illinois, Indiana, Missouri, Arkansas. You're on the ark, though, Roxanne. You're on the ark. Kentucky, Tennessee, Oklahoma, Mississippi, and Texas, and of course, Louisiana. Long stretches from Cavo, Illinois to Haiti. Yeah, Haiti. Haiti and Carthville. Cartwright? Party of four? Cartwright? Sorry. That was George Costanza.